All right, it is the first day of school. We have 5 school districts across the Panhandle heading back today, including Bay County. And I have Bay County Sheriff's Deputy Jake Navarro joining me in studio to talk safety tips.
Yes.
You see these buses behind us, these graphics, so important because it's very easy to kind of forget what the rules really are.
You know, we've been away from school buses for a few months now, so we might forget. And especially this diagram here. Some people look at this thing and they want to shut off whatever they're looking at because it can be confusing.
Yeah.
But let's go one by one through all the pictures.
Let's do it.
This 2-lane highway. So here's the deal. If you're on a 2-lane highway, one lane going one way, lane going the other way, you see a bus with the stop sign out, flashing red lights, both sides need to stop.
Yes.
Very simple.
Yeah, there's no barrier. You literally, they're right there.
This is the next one is where we get into a lot of incidents, a lot of infractions are occurring. This is the main problem area right here. Is a multi-lane highway where it's paved all the way across. If it's paved all the way across and you see a bus and that bus has its stoplight out, both lanes need to stop. Both sides need to stop. The cars going in the opposite direction and the direction of the school bus. We get a lot of cars that are going on the opposite direction that they don't stop.
They don't think, because they think it's so far away.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's far, you know, but sometimes you got kids that need to cross the street to get to that bus. So both sides need to stop. Now, the next one, it's fairly simple. If the median has a barrier, or if it's unpaved and the unpaved portion of the barrier is more than 5 feet, 5 feet or more, then you, if you're traveling in the opposite side of the school bus, you do not need to stop, just proceed with caution.
Gotcha.
Now, if you're traveling on the same side of the school bus, same rules apply.
Right, yes. Of course, if you're behind the school bus and you see that stop sign come out, that doesn't mean hurry up and drive around it.
Right.
You need to stop. That is so important. And like you said, you know, because sometimes those kiddos, they are crossing the road. They're not just necessarily getting off on the same side that they're getting off
Exactly, yeah. And we do have deputies, extra deputies out that are patrolling today and this entire week.
Good deal.
Definitely being on the lookout for these infractions, especially the center one.
Yes.
The center one is a big one, and that's the one that a lot of people, their brain kind of malfunctions a little bit, and they don't realize that they're supposed to stop when it's paved all the way.
You would see that on, let's say, like 23rd Street. I'm trying to think of some other roadways.
23rd Street, Front Beach Road.
There you go.
Right on Front Beach Road. A lot of infractions happen there. Also 23rd Street. You know, right on 23rd Street as well, where it's completely paved all the way across.
And you know, Deputy Navarro, we see a lot of Facebook posts this time of the year, especially today. Caregivers are wanting to share their loved ones. Maybe a quick little bit on that and why we want to exercise caution.
Don't go posting your kid's social security number on there. You know, don't and don't post where exactly you don't use caution.
Yes,
is what I want to say. I don't want to say do or don't do anything, but we advise using caution. Especially with giving too much information about your kiddo.
Right.
Because there's a lot of weirdos out there. You do not want them seeing where your kid goes to school, or you don't want them having your kid's social security number too.
Right, absolutely. Less is more, right? Sometimes. All right. Well, thank you so much, Deputy Navarro. We appreciate it.